Hey guys, it's Mrs. Lucchino here with Pepper. Pepper, turn your head and say hi. Hi guys. Oh, she's barking to you. Hi. Hello everybody. She's looking for you guys. Anyways, today I have a story called... Hi. Nope, there's Ellie. She says hi. Called The Snatch a Book. And it's about a creature who's stealing all of the stories. What creature do you think is stealing the stories? This is written by Helen Doherty and Thomas Doherty. Could possibly be the author as well, or the illustrator. Doesn't really say. Oh, it does. Helen is the author and Thomas is the illustrator. Hi. Hope you can see. One dark night in Burrow Down, a rabbit named Eliza Brown found a book and settled down. Ooh, this book sounds like it might be a rhyming book. I like how cozy the pictures look in here. When a Snatch a Book flew into town. Let's take a look. Do you guys see? Oh, I think I saw that creature in the beginning. Oh, look at everybody cozy in their burrows at night, and everybody's reading. Boys and girls, are you reading? I hope you are. Okay. In every house, in every bed, a bedtime book was being read. Just like in your homes, I hope. Tales of dragons spitting flames, witches playing spooky games. Look at that. Pirates on the 7 seas, princesses trying to sleep on peas. And every child in every bed listen hard to each word said. So far, good luck. Eliza Brown at number 3 was reading, I can't read upside down, was reading quite contentedly. Her curtains opened just a chink. She barely had a chance to blink. Her storybook just disappeared. What? What happened? Eliza found that very weird. Take a look at the picture. Do you see a clue, boys and girls? So we went from this page. Let's see if we can find any clues to this page. The little owls on Mommy's lap were quite surprised to hear a tap against their bedroom window glass. Tap, tap. The noise came really fast. Before they'd even looked around, the book was gone without a sound. So it happened to them too, to the owls. Okay. The wind blew wild across the sky. The smallest squirrel heard a cry. "What's that?" she whispered to her dad. But then, and this was really bad, before they had a chance to look, she lost her very favorite book. Uh-oh. I see a clue here. And I see sad faces. Look at their actions, thoughts, and feelings. I'd be sad too if they took my favorite book. And so it went night after night. Books disappeared from left and right. 5 books here and 6 books there. The shelves began to look quite bare. We would not like that happening to us. and burrowed down, the rumor spread of book thieves under every bed. Eliza Brown at number 3 was keen to solve the mystery. Oh, there she is. I skipped a page. Sorry about that. She planned one night to lie in wait and use a pile of books as bait. Long hours passed without a peep. She'd nearly fallen fast asleep when suddenly Eliza heard a flap of wings. A bat? A bird? Uh-oh. She looks pretty surprised. Okay. Eliza saw a shadow loom, enormous right across her room. What kind of monster could it be? Eliza thought, you don't scare me. And yet her heart was beating fast. She'd have to face the thief at last. Boys and girls, would you be scared to see a shadow like that? Or would you be brave and ready to take on the Snatch a Book monster? There she is looking out the window, ready to solve. She threw the window open wide and shouted to the thing outside, stop stealing all our books right now. Just give them back, I don't care how. I'm sorry, came a little voice. I really am, I had no choice. Eliza looked down in surprise. She couldn't quite believe her eyes. So who are you? And what's your name? It's a cute monster. The creature hung its head in shame. He mumbled with a mournful look, I'm just a little Snatch-a-Book. He is a little Snatch-a-Book. But that's bad. Eliza nodded solemnly. She sat the creature on her knee. You can't just come and help yourself to every book on every shelf. She's giving her a talk, or it a talk. A tear rolled from the creature's eye, and softly he began to cry. I know it's wrong, but can't you see? I've got no one to read to me. Eliza sighed. He looked so sad. If he just had a mom or dad to read him stories every night, well then he might behave all right. Let's see if there's a plan. That very night, they hatched a plan. I wonder what the plan is going to be. What do you guys think? And so the Snatch-a-Book began. To give back all the books he'd picked. Eliza Brown was very strict. Then, trying hard to prove himself, he stacked them neatly on each shelf. And you can see all the creatures tucked in bed, all sleeping soundly. And the Snatch-a-Book is doing his job, returning those books. Those faces of the creatures that live and burrowed down look pretty happy. And when he'd made his full amends, Eliza called on all her friends and told them how he'd worked all night to turn a wrong into a right. Boys and girls, do you think the creatures of Burrowed Down will forgive the Snatch-a-Book for what he's done? I hope so. And there we have all the creatures. They're happy because they have their books. Take a look at all the details in every part of that tree. And now each night in Burrowed Down, as darkness falls upon the town, In every house, in every bed, a bedtime book is being read. Yay! What a good ending to the story. Look at that. Bunnies everywhere, and who's there? The Snatch book. And if you take a closer look, you might just see the Snatch book perched happily on someone's bed, listening hard to each word said. So it sounds like Burrowed Down is taking good care of him and making sure that he gets to be reading every night. The end. Boys and girls, I miss you so. I really hope that you're reading and that you're taking the time to keep growing your brain because it's really, really important right now. One thing I do want you guys to do is to ask your family if you can email me a question. So the next time I read a book, I'm going to read some of the questions that you send. Sorry. Send me your questions and I will be reading them out loud and giving you the answers the next time I read a book to you. Take care, guys. Stay well. Wash your hands.